Good morning. Okay, we're gonna start. I'm just gonna explain a bit what we're gonna do today. At every time, I'm gonna have the demo playing on the side, just in case you didn't know at all what we are doing with Spiral. It's a game about Barnard. It's a narrative game in third person. You're following the life of Bernard from like when he was tiny to his older self that you can see in the corner. And today I'm gonna talk about the art and the concept and where we're from to have this artwork and this visual. So the game is about Bernard that have cognitive dysfunction. So you follow him and you try to remember with him, not really to help him, but really to just to follow his story and learn about him and learn about all of his memory and all of his life. At first, we're gonna talk about Bernard. You can see in the top of my screen that I have all the concept we had at the beginning. We start the pre-prod in 2018. I'm sorry for my English. If at any point I'm not clear or you don't understand what I'm saying, don't hesitate. Obviously, not an English speaker at first, so I'm gonna do my best and I'm gonna try to be as clear as possible. But if there's anything, don't be shy. So in early 2018, we start to talk about Spiral, and we had an amazing concept artist that is not with the team at the moment, but who work on the concept for Bernard. We wanted an old man to be the main character, and at the beginning he was more doesn't seem that much of a nappy man. We were working a lot on silhouette and being really slim and doesn't look that much of an happy man, but the more we went into it, we realized that the subject of the game was sad enough. We didn't add to add anything to it to make it worse. So we decided that when we were working on it, that he was gonna be a little more playful, a little bit more joyful, maybe. So I'm gonna start to show you a bit of the 3D art of it, the evolution we had. More we worked on him. The same person worked on all of our character in the game. Their name is Ariel, and they are amazing, and all of them are done by them, and you're gonna see a lot of them during the stream. Just a minute, someone is saying something, but I'm not sure what. Oh, okay, perfect. So everything's work. You're hearing me? We're at the right place? Good. Okay, perfect. So we wanted him to be a more I don't know how to say it, more traditional man. You see the bow tie and the more classic look. We don't have a specific time where the game is coming from. We don't have a date. The look is really vintage and really oldie because we wanted to vibe with the nostalgia of all of it, because his mind is kind of a nostalgia museum, and the cabin we're in the demo represent that quite well, I think, and we wanted him to fit that vibe. I can add my creative director to it. He's not the one working on the artwork, but it might be more interesting to have him talk to us a bit about his side and his work on the game too. So just gonna go on our Discord stream so we can add him. Just gonna be a second. So I'm gonna go there. I don't know if it's gonna be broken. If I do that, are we gonna hear me in double? That's the big question. You're not synced? Okay, I'm gonna try to add you, even if it's just display capture. Are you hearing yourself? I'm sorry, it's quite confusing, but everything's gonna get in place. Are you existing on the stream, or you don't hear yourself in it? Okay, perfect. I'm gonna add you like that. The first one whoa! Okay. What is happening? Okay. Okay, so if I do that, okay. If I do that like that, you're not existing for real, but you have a voice. That's the only thing I want. That was your idea. You should have idea before we start, not after. So I don't have the sound of the stream, so do you hear yourself? Okay, then it was okay. Bye. Okay, sorry about that. The said creative director has been gone. I don't know if we're here at any point, but he's gone now. So I'm on my own again. So it's gonna be less confusing. Okay, so what I have about Bernard also is all of his tinier self, because we're gonna have the old man who's gonna follow us through the story. Narratively speaking, he's gonna talk, he's gonna comment during the time when we go into his memory and when we're gonna see what he's going through. But we're gonna go inside of himself at the time. So when you open a memory when he was like 6 years old, you're gonna be 6 years old again. You're gonna hear the old one speaking about what the situation is, but you're gonna be into the tiny character. So I'm sorry if you hear anything in the background. It's my fluffy newborn. Maybe she's gonna get up and I'm gonna show her, but at the moment she's sleeping. So you're gonna go through his life into him. So you're gonna be a teen, you're gonna be an adult, and you're gonna follow him into all of this. And we have character for all of the stage of his life. We have voice acting in French and in English at the moment, and we have subtitles in Spanish, German, Russian, French, and English also. If we go to the next part, it's the cabin, which you can see into the demo. It's the playground we are into. It's the like Nostalgia museum, but the same thing as the character, you're gonna go through that space at multiple times. So it's gonna, the evolution of it is gonna be interesting too, and you're gonna see change, and you can see when it was tiny what it was looking, and when he's older and he's have all of this memory in it, and he's changed space, the room, or have changed his parents' room, or his office at the end of his life. So you're gonna be able to look into that too. So we have, from the same person that did the concept of Bernard, we have the cabin also. So it went from something really tiny, something really cozy and small, to something really bigger. It went from a place that was not that important to the main space representing all of his evolution. So I have this. You can also look into the evolution of the 3D one. When we start working on Spiral and on the, I don't have my artistic director with me, but she was really interested about speaking of the art like a dream, like memories. You don't have everything in place. You don't know everything because it's a memory. It's been a long time. Your mind creates something with all you've got into your head. So you remember the space, but you don't really remember where the tree were and what they were looking like. But your mind is gonna recreate that scene. So you think you remember it correctly, but not really. It's not really the truth, even if you think it is. So you can recognize everything, but the color are not really quite right. Maybe it's a bit on the wrong side, or you don't have the exact representation, but you can always recognize everything. And we also went from more drab color, more like really a green, more traditional color, to something really more cotton candy and style and pastel and dreamy like. And I think all of those change make really interesting the change into the mind of Burner also, because you can see all those colors being really bright and pretty and colorful when he's remembering, and when you're into the reality or his older self, it's more sepia. I don't know if it's the right word in English or in French, or sepia. It's more the same color, like more beige or brownish, like an old vintage photo, in fact. We have the evolution of all the tree I was talking about, the orange and green, and the more traditional flower that we add to something more crazy and more strange that you can recognize but doesn't feel quite right. It's what I was talking about. You can see them in the corner. I have also one of the main point that you don't see it in the demo. You can see it if you go in the back on the second phase, but it's the staircase, the spiral one, the main idea behind the spiral. It's the staircase that Burner's gonna go through. He's gonna go down that staircase, representing his life, and going down every door that his memory can recollect. So you can open door and you can go into his memory, and we wanted to make sure that it was a great representation of his mind, or whatever you feel like it is. But it's the void that we call it. It's a big empty space with that staircase in the middle, and in that staircase you can see those doors, and you can go or don't go into it and just remember with him and hear that story and take part in that story. So when we went into looking for that, we made a quite a few change. At the beginning, the staircase had I don't remember that word, but the thing that goes for security around the stair, that word. And we went from that to something really more organic. It's now just stone, big stone, like you're in a castle and you have that big staircase to go down, and it's really echoey and empty, and the feel of it is quite different than what it was at the beginning. You can see it right. That one changed quite a bit too. At the beginning it was really straight. You can see the pattern is really the same. But the more we work on it, it's a bit more organic, a bit more changing. The space has changed even in that empty space. So we can feel more like it's an old place more than before. And I think it really worked well with all of those doors and all of those different doors that can represent the memory that I'm going to show you a bit with some artwork that I don't think we've shown before, but it's some door that are in the phase one that we talk so much on social media on our site. So you can have every memory is gonna have its own door representing what's inside. So you can just, in looking at them, have an idea what you're gonna see. Okay, I think the main door that we've shown in the past is that library doors that you can see with all the book on it, and the one with all of those fluffy orange. Oh my god, my English is gone. But that door, that one. For it's the cabin door that I can definitely let you know. It's the cabin door, the door to enter the cabin of Bernard's, so we can see it multiple times during the game. But I think it's gonna change because the time you're gonna go into it is gonna change too. So we have an evolution right there too. The most important thing in Bernard's life, mainly in the first phase, is his family. So we took a lot of time into creating that bubble, that kind of cozy family feel, and we have a lot of Ariel. Again, they are amazing and did an amazing job in creating those characters. And we have some amazing artists too. We have the artwork created by Amy also, who's working on animation at the moment, and I'm quite excited to show them. But she's done those artwork for us, like family portrait. So we have Monique, the mother of Bernard. We have Robert, his dad, who's into woodworking, and we have Sophie, his sister. So it's the big sister, the big sister with all that come with it. They hate but love to hate each other. So they always she's the only one that can be mean to him, but she can really go to town with it. It's alright. I think it's alright. You have Monique that you can see here. We have, same like Bernard, we're gonna have multiple character of the same one. Monique is gonna go from when he's tiny to an older self and with different change of clothes because she's not always wearing the same. But I think it's important to remember that in your mind, when you visualize someone, the change is not the same that in reality. If you see your mom and you remember her, she's not gonna go through life the same way that she's gonna go into reality. So even if she's older, in your memory, she's kind of looking the same. So you have change of age, but the impact is not as intense as in real life for the same reason than the environment. Same for that. You're gonna see in his green clothes, he's looking a little bit older, he's grayish a bit, but it's not completely different. And you have Sophie. That's gonna go through the same thing. I think a sister is more, you're more gonna see it because you don't see her just in her adult life. You're gonna see her when she's tiny, so it's normal that she's gonna grow. So the changes are bigger on her side than the Bernard's side parents. Also, one of the most important part, I think, it's just a meeting maybe, but Bernards have a dog, and yes, you can pet the dog. I think it's necessary. I think it's the most pertinent thing in any game. You can pet the dog, and you can throw the ball, and she's gonna bring it back. So meet Elfie, the pet of Bernard. She is fluffy and funny and crazy, and she's gonna be there for him all the time. So you're gonna see her a lot, and she's the cutest, and I'm really glad that we add her to the game. And I want you to meet her. I want you to pet her. It's really important. You have to pet her. It's not a question, you do it because she's gonna be sad if you don't. And play with her. She needs to move a bit. She's a dog, and she needs to have fun. But the big part of spiral art in the big evolution of it, we've started with an idea of something really small, something really we're gonna go through memories and it's gonna be like that. And then we went to do it and we realized that memory don't work the same way as when we just tell a story. So we wanted to make sure that it was easily identifiable into the game, so you can see everything that's going inside of it. Like if you're Bernard old and you change yourself into the tiny one, like at 6 years old, we want you to feel that it's not the same space, it's not the same look, you're not at the same place, and you don't remember the same as when you're older, because all of those change and impact how you feel and how you see things and how you interact and how you walk faster. And we really wanted to make a link between how you see things and how you feel things, and that they goes hand in hand together, the same way that we want the gameplay to feel like it's one with the narrative. So if you haven't played the demo, I really encourage you to do so, because I think we made something really great with it, and I think it represents really what we want to do with the game. We're gonna, and on Wednesday we're gonna talk about more of the demo and the backstory and why we did just a scene that is not in the game. It's something really a standalone, so it's just ready for the representation of the degeneration, but on the side. So we're gonna talk about that Wednesday. But if you enjoy, or if you didn't enjoy the demo and you have an opinion on the art or the narrative, on the gameplay, on anything, feel free to join us on Discord. We're really happy to hear your opinion about it, and we're really happy to hear anything. If you have seen game that you want to play on the Steam Next Fest and you want to share them with us, we're really happy to take those suggestions, because there are so many of them, we cannot go through all of them. If you do, you're a warrior. I salute you. But anyway, I just wanted to make a little go through with all of the concept and what we have at the moment as a game. So I'm really happy to have been able to talk about it with you. And if you have any question, feel free to ask. I'm not gonna take you for more longer than that on here, if you don't have anything to ask. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're all doing really great and you're having fun looking through all of those demos. And take care. Bye bye. Oh, you want to see the dog? Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't. Here's the tiny one. She's named Elfie. I know I'm not original, but look how pretty she is. Yes, she is the prettiest little thing in the world. Yes, she's so fluffy. I'm sorry, she was sleeping. She's not really happy about being there. But she's always playing and screaming and running around, so you have a moment to watch that little cuddly thing when she's tired. Oh, I think it's the perfect end for that stream, in fact. Thank you for asking for her, because she's way cuter. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Bye-bye.